Hey, I know y'all got questions. There's a lot of things to look at and figure out and all that kind of stuff. But I do want to say how proud I am of our guys, how proud I am of our coaching staff. Tonight was big because we had not finished 2 weeks in a row. There was no question that we left two wins out there the last 2 weeks. We should have beat Army. We should have beat Georgia State. We didn't, and it was because we didn't finish. So I just want to say, man, hats off to our players and our coaches because that was a great way to finish off a football game tonight. We talk about playing a complete game. I haven't looked at the plan to win yet, but I feel kind of confident that there's probably going to be 5 of 5. Scored first, won the middle 8, finished. Everything that we asked them to do. And also a shout out to Eagle Nation for coming out tonight. I thought the power of Paulson was really awesome, and just grateful to be able to play this game tonight.
Specifically, Coach, you talk about, the past 2 weeks haven't been able to finish and close out, having a lead there in the end. But what was different about tonight than the past 2 weeks, specifically on both sides of the ball?
Well, I think what it was, honestly, was we went in with the mentality that we were going to go to work. We were going to try to dominate every rep, and then we were going to turn it up each quarter. And we were going to try to bring even more intensity the very next play. We're playing a team that's got scholarship players too, and they're going to play hard, and they're going to try to win the football game too. But I thought our guys stayed steady. I thought they stayed poised all night long. Really, I think we ended up with 3 penalties, 2 on the last drive. And our defense was able to bow their necks and keep them out of the end zone, stop them on a 4th down. And then our offense was able to go out there and finish and run that clock out for us. I thought, those guys being able to go out there and start the game and play the game and then finish the game, I thought was really important for our football team.
Coach, when did you know that Shai was not going to be playing tonight and that JT was going to be the guy for the whole game?
I feel like that I'm going to have to tell the truth. We made that decision early in the week, but I just I felt like it was important that we didn't put that out there. I thought it was important that Florida Atlantic had to kind of guess on who our quarterback was going to be. But we made that decision early in the week, and we told JT early in the week that he was going to be the guy.
Assess your offense under Doug Ruse. What do you feel like was different? Seemed like you guys moved the ball pretty well, bogged down a little bit inside the 30, but overall, what was yours?
I thought it was a really good first start. We threw a lot at our guys this week. We threw no huddle at them. We threw regular huddle at them. We threw our quick huddle at them. We threw them having to learn signals. Right now, going into this week, only our quarterbacks had to learn signals. And so, there was a whole, change for our guys. And to be honest with you, I know, at Georgia Southern, we need to score 50 points a game. I get it. And we're going to work toward that. But for our guys to really go in there, and I'm going to be honest with you, what I was really concerned about going into this game was I was really worried about pre-snap penalties. I was worried about being lined up correctly. I was worried about everybody getting the signals and being on the same page with things. But I thought our guys handled that really, really well this week. I saw a new energy out of our guys. They really went and attacked. And again, good is never good enough. So we're going to continue to work at it, but just proud of them, how they adjusted.
Coach, how do you assess Justin Tomlinson's performance at quarterback?
Just watching the game, I thought he did a really good job. I thought he was really poised. I thought he handled the different tempos really well. I thought, him being able to make sure that the play got in the correct way and really run that thing, because it's different for our quarterback too. Because he's echoing out things. He's having to tell our offensive line what's going on. There's a lot on that quarterback in that no huddle stuff. So, my initial assessment is I thought he did really, really well to be starting this week.
We were so focused on changes on offense we kind of forgot about the defense, at least speaking for us. Tell me about the defense tonight, putting up 3 zeros and total of 3 points allowed. That's a good way to win every time when you don't allow points, right?
No question. I mean, if they don't score, you got a good chance of winning. And defense has done like they've done all year. Coach Sloan and them do a really good job of putting a game plan together. What I really like about our defensive guys is, man, they love ball and they love getting in there and they love the X and O's and the scheme part, and they love the communication piece of making sure they're in the right place at the right time to make the plays. A lot of people don't understand too. I mean, we're as banged up as we've ever been. In the 3 years I've been the head football coach, and there's so many people that are stepping up and making plays for us and really filling roles of guys that we definitely miss. And the defense is continuing to show that they have a next man up mentality and they can go make plays.
What was Duncan's injured? Was he injured? Is that what happened with Duncan being out?
Duncan was a little sore from last week, and just we didn't feel comfortable about playing him today. Again, we'll reassess him tomorrow and, kind of see where that's at. But we just didn't feel good. I mean, we got to be careful when it's a hip, and, I don't want to put him in a situation where he's not going to be able to either finish his career or, go get his aspirations of playing in the NFL also.
And the man who replaced him, Justin Birdsong, had 1 interception, almost 2. Talk about the job he did, and just the difference between they had 4 turnovers, you had 0. What that meant.
Well, the big piece to it is, like, let me talk about Birdsong first. What people don't understand is that safety spot that Kendrick Duncan plays and Birdsong plays, that's like the quarterback of our defense. So that's one that you don't really rotate in and out because you've got to be able to have that guy quarterbacking out there and really get a feel for what's going on offensively of the other team. And so when Kendrick couldn't go and Birdsong really became the quarterback of our defense, I can't say enough about that because Birdsong's been playing a lot of special teams for us, hasn't gotten a lot of safety reps because of that, because of Kendrick being the quarterback for our defense. And so when his time came, he really stepped up and did a really good job for us.
Coach, the special teams had a couple of kicks blocked. Then you go for it on 4th and 10 from the 20. What's that?
We just had 1 block. They were offsides on the other one.
Yeah, I know. Okay, you're right. Technically, that doesn't count.
If somebody goes offsides, they're probably going to block it. So, but yes. Okay, I'm with you.
That's
I'm sorry,
right.
Josh.
Okay.
Apologize.
And then,
What you got?
Then you got to the 25 and you decided to go for it on 4th and 10 instead of kicking. We feel comfortable right now as far as the kicking game goes.
Well, what FAU was doing, they were really overloading our wing side on our field goal. I'm not real sure on the very first one they blocked if they wasn't offsides on that one too. But again, whatever, we got to make sure we protect better. We did make some adjustments on that I felt a little bit better about. But that 4th and 2, I felt like that we needed to try to score a touchdown. And, but then we ended up in a 4th and long situation. And I felt like we had to go ahead and take the 3 points to get up 3 scores. But I was in the mindset of let's go score a touchdown here.
I was talking about in the first half when they went off sides, and then you still had 4th and 10, and it was the 25, and you elected to go for it instead of kicking the field goal from 20.
Yeah. So my thought process on that was because they had blocked one. My thought process on that was I didn't feel good about our protection at the time. We had not been able to get into halftime and really work on that as a unit. So my thought process on that was go for it, because if we missed the field goal or it was blocked, the spot of the ball was going to be in the same place anyway. I mean, I think they ended up with 5 extra yards for that. So that was the reason why I went for it, because I knew it wasn't going to really change the field position for FAU.
How important was it to get this 7th win and know that you're probably going bowling?
I think it's really important that you get the 7th win. But again, I think it's very important about what your conference record is. So we can't just sit there and say that 7 is enough. because I think it's really important that we finish strong in the conference. And so we got to be very mindful of what next week means to us.
What's the status for Shai Wertz next week? Is it going to be a day-to-day thing, or are you kind of set with Justin right now?
It would still be day to day. I mean, if I had it do all over again, I think we should have, really set Shai out versus Georgia State, because, I mean, his shoulder was not right. He wanted to play, and so we're listening to him, but we probably should have did that just so that we could continue to try to get him better. But we'll reassess him tomorrow, see what he feels like. We're a good football team if Shai plays for us, and obviously Justin, we feel confident with him being the guy too, if that's the way it ends up working out. But we'll talk about that as a staff tomorrow, and we'll reassess where Shai is.
Can we say the nature of the injury, whether it's a strain or bruising or something else?
I'm not sure I'm allowed to say that, but he's just struggling with his shoulder. I will definitely on Monday address that if I'm allowed to say it. I don't want to say it if that's not what I can do.
Is it kind of the same situation, Coach, with Shai? Is he's going to want to play, just like he wanted to play against Georgia State. It's got to be a tough situation to be a coach and know that this kid wants to play against Appalachian State. You know he's going to want to play, and you're going to have to tell him one way or the other, and you don't want to have to second guess it.
Yeah, no question. I mean, Shai is going to want to play, and he's a warrior, man. He's it doesn't matter until what we do this year, but he's beaten App State 2 years in a row. And so it is going to be important to him. But we're going to have to do what's best for our football team, and make a good decision, And again, I don't want to make a decision tonight, because I'd really like to reassess things. I'd like to see how JT played tonight by watching film, and then I want to see where Shai is with his shoulder.
Nice to have a game that you don't have to stress out and wait for the final play of the games to decide things.
Well, Josh, I need you to try to be the head football coach at Georgia Southern, because I never quit stressing tonight. I did not want to give up a touchdown at the end, and I wanted our offense to get that first down and run that clock out. So to be honest with you, I was grinding my teeth all the way to the end.
I want to ask you about what defines up-tempo or hurry up. Do you have a certain number of seconds in mind, or like this is the cutoff of what determines what up-tempo, what our goal is with each play? Time-wise?
Not necessarily. A lot of that is dictated off of when Coach Roos makes the play call. If we're in a no huddle situation, as soon as he makes the call, we want to get lined up and run it. There's going to be times where there's motion involved. There's going to be things involved that maybe slows it down from snapping the ball fast. So it's more dictated off the play call and when he makes the play call. But our guys know to try to go fast when we're in that no huddle situation. No questions, Amy?
I asked you about Tomlin.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know if you were, I didn't know if you were frozen.
I am unthawing.
Okay. All right.
As I saw Frank make his appearance in the press box.
Yeah. What about you, Captain? You all right?
Good. Late night. Ready for this next week to be over. Finals week.
You were fired up about my fist pump the other night, right?
Oh yeah. The guy from Oregon. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. GATA.